This is Mend the Mind for you. Hello, welcome, my name is Mindy. I'm your host on this channel. I am a diviner topic of the day, healing for the world, becoming one human family. Today, this message is not for one country, it is not for one religion, it is not for one race, it is not for one political party, it is not for one culture. This message is for the world. For every human being sharing this extraordinary planet, we have spent generations dividing ourselves by borders, by race, by religion, by language, by wealth, by politics, by sexuality, by nationality, by culture, by what we believe, and sometimes simply by the fact that another human being is different from us. But what if humanity finally understood something? We do not have to be the same to belong together. Unity does not mean uniformity. We can have different religions and still respect one another, different cultures and still celebrate one another, different languages and still communicate, different opinions and still sit at the same table, different traditions and still recognize each other's humanity. And yes, we can have flaws and still deserve love. Every human being is imperfect. Every family is imperfect. Every country is imperfect. Every culture has chapters of extraordinary beauty and chapters it must learn from. Human beings have made mistakes throughout history. The question is not whether humanity has been perfect. It hasn't. The question is, what will we do with what we have learned? We cannot continue handing hatred from one generation to another. We cannot keep telling children whom they are supposed to hate because of something that happened before they were born. Teach them history. Tell them the truth. Remember the people who suffered. Seek justice where justice is needed. But do not teach children that another child is their enemy simply because of where that child was born. A baby does not enter this world hating another race. A baby does not understand borders. A baby does not know political parties. A baby does not know which religion another baby belongs to. Those divisions are learned, and if hatred can be taught, so can compassion. Imagine what could happen if humanity began looking at one another differently. Instead of asking, "What is wrong with you?" we asked, "What happened to you?" Instead of, "Why aren't you like me?" We asked, "What can I learn from you?" Instead of, "Which side are you on?" We asked, "How can we solve this together?" That is how healing begins. And forgiveness must become part of this conversation. Forgiveness does not erase responsibility. Forgiveness does not require forgetting history. And nobody should be forced to forgive before they are ready. But when forgiveness is freely chosen, it can interrupt something humanity desperately needs to interrupt: the inheritance of hatred. Imagine being able to tell the next generation, "I remember what happened. I remember what my family endured. I remember what my country endured. But I refuse to teach you to hate someone you have never met." That is strength. That is evolution. That is healing. So wherever you are in the world right now, take one moment. If you pray, pray. If you meditate, meditate. If energy work is part of your spiritual practice, set an intention. And if none of those things are part of your beliefs, simply take a breath and participate through human compassion. Put your hand over your heart and imagine Earth, not divided into countries, just Earth. One small planet carrying billions of human lives. Now imagine every person doing the same thing and say, "May humanity heal. May the children heal. May the elderly heal. May those damaged by war heal. May those damaged by racism heal. May those damaged by poverty heal. May those damaged by discrimination heal. May those damaged by violence heal. May those carrying generations of grief finally find peace. May those who have caused harm develop the courage to change. May those who have been harmed receive the support necessary to rebuild. May families reconcile where reconciliation is safe and possible. May communities rediscover one another. May nations learn that cooperation does not require surrendering their identities. And may we finally understand, there is room on this earth for all of us. Your existence does not diminish mine. Your culture does not erase mine. Your religion does not prevent me from practicing mine. Your skin does not threaten mine. Your language does not diminish mine. Your success does not require my failure. Your humanity does not compete with my humanity. We can coexist. We can cooperate. We can learn. We can grow. We can forgive. We can love. And we can still disagree. That is important. World unity does not mean everyone agreeing about everything. A healthy human family can disagree. What matters is what happens next. Can we disagree without dehumanizing? Can we argue without hatred? Can we establish boundaries without cruelty? Can we hold people accountable without condemning entire populations? Can we recognize somebody's flaws without deciding they are worthless? Can we look at another human being and say, "You are imperfect, so am I. Let's do better together." That is the world unit we need. Not one government, not one culture, not one religion, one human family. Many nations, many languages, many traditions, many beliefs, many colors, many stories, one planet, one humanity. And there is something else we must remember. Love cannot exist only as an idea. Love must become action. Love is feeding someone who is hungry. Love is listening to someone who is grieving. Love is protecting children. Love is caring for the elderly. Love is helping someone struggling with their mental health. Love is welcoming someone who feels alone. Love is apologizing when you were wrong. Love is respecting someone's boundaries. Love is defending another person's dignity, even when they are different from you. Love is choosing not to humiliate someone simply because you can. Love is recognizing another person's humanity before their label. That is healing energy made visible. So today, let humanity begin again. Not by forgetting everything behind us, by learning from it. Take the wisdom, take the lessons, take the beautiful traditions, take the music, take the art, take the languages, take the stories, take the knowledge, take the love our ancestors gave us. But leave behind what no longer deserves another generation. Leave behind inherited hatred. Leave behind unnecessary cruelty. Leave behind the belief that another person's difference makes them less human. And give our children something better. Give them each other. Let the child in America recognize the humanity of the child in China. Let the child in Ukraine recognize the humanity of the child in Russia. Let children in Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, North America, South America, the Middle East, and every island and community know that they belong to something larger than borders. They belong to humanity. We are not asking the world to become identical. We are asking the world to become compassionate. We are not asking humanity to become flawless. We are asking humanity to recognize its flaws, learn, forgive where possible, repair what can be repaired, and continue forward, together. May the world heal. May hatred lose its inheritance. May compassion become contagious. May forgiveness bring freedom where it is possible. May wisdom replace ignorance. May curiosity replace fear. May cooperation replace unnecessary division. May every culture retain its beauty while learning to respect the beauty of another. And may humanity finally understand. We were never required to become the same in order to love one another. Different faces, different stories, different beliefs, different lives. One earth, one human family, one future. And that future belongs to all of us. Let us heal it together. Appreciate any donations to my journey of healing humans all over the world with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Donations can be made to Cash App, Mend the Mind for You, using the knowledge of love, compassion, forgiveness, and divination. To be the highest version of yourself, because somebody's got to be you. Until next time.